Hi everyone, so when we left off on video 1 we were talking about the flipped classroom, and just a reminder that when we have class on campus, make sure you have your computer with you as well as our 2 textbooks and some paper you can write on. We'll be engaged pretty quickly in activities and we'll use that time very wisely. I'm going to skip on down to information about assignments. If there's not a different way to complete an assignment, if we're not using a different website or some other way to submit an assignment, like the Introduce Yourself on Padlet information, then you'll follow APA style, which includes submitting things in Microsoft Word in 12-point font and black ink. Save all of your copies and make sure that you upload things in Word or the assigned format using APA style. The next few pages walk you specifically through details for APA style and writing if those areas are not your strength, and give you lots of good resources that you can use, so please take advantage of the information that's required and will help you in your writing. At the very end of the syllabus, you'll see detailed information about what kind of work we'll be doing this semester. Each week we'll be doing a data catcher, which are those graphic organizers that I talked about. And I will walk you through the first data catcher just to give you an idea about what that is. We'll also be completing an IEP project, and that IEP project will become an exemplar that you can use for the way that we hope IEPs will be written to support students with moderate to severe disabilities. We'll work on several different kinds of lesson plans that focus on technology and supporting students, and also look at technology within the framework of universal design for learning, which we'll be talking about in a week or two. And those lesson plans will focus on specific areas where we can support students, and the 2 textbooks you have will support your learning and your work in those lesson plans. At the very end of the semester, we're going to put together a hands-on intervention unit that would support a student with a specific skill. And that won't be due until the end of the semester, but if you want to start thinking about that now, pulling some Pinterest ideas and looking through our books for some great ideas, you can go ahead and start thinking about that theme. All of the assignments, including the data catchers, the IP project, the lesson plans, those assignments are all open now for you to look at, review, and if you complete work ahead of time, you can always upload that. Each week, you'll earn participation points. If our class is online during the week, then we'll either be working in discussion boards or we'll be doing something like the Padlet discussion that you're going to do as an introduction, but there will always be something to submit that will support the earning of participation points. And again, we're looking for that active participation that's above you being, just a warm body, but being a supportive teaching voice within our class community, so that you can go out and use the materials we've learned. This is the 5:30 syllabus, so it mentions a final exam. In 7:30, you'll be completing a final paper instead of an exam, and you'll also be working on another assignment for your class. So if you have any questions, please let me know. The grading scale is here. If you've got questions about the assignments, let me know and I'm happy to answer those. I'm going to close out of the syllabus now and head back to Blackboard. So there's a spot for questions, and if you have a question at any time in the semester that's a general question about assignments or about what's going on in class, go right here to this discussion board and post your question. I'm expecting, as a professional student, part of a professional class, that if you have a question, you'll ask it here, and you'll also be a great student and peer, and you'll answer questions that others have. So in order to answer those questions, I went right here to this, next to the Create a Thread button, and clicked on Subscribe. Now it says Unsubscribe, but by subscribing to this forum, any questions that are asked will pop up in my email, and then I can answer them, know right away a question happened and answered it. If I have a question, I just click on Create Thread, type in my question, be as specific as possible. If you're saying a link doesn't work, then say, in Module 3, I attempted to open this website, give the URL, the address, and then say, and it did not work when I used either my Google or my Firefox browser. The more information you give us, the easier it will be for us to problem solve and support you. Having said that, if you're having technology problems in Blackboard, up here at the top you'll see a help desk number, and the help desk people are incredibly helpful, so please ask them if you need help and it's something technology related that you think they might be able to support. If you need to email me or you'd like to ask a peer a question, you can click on this Email Instructors and Peers and ask away. If you submit an assignment by mistake and you say, oh, I wish I had not submitted this early, I found some more information I want to add, you can click on this All Teaching Assistant Users and you will see that an email pops over right away to Alexandria Jones. She's a graduate assistant working with this class, and she will help with anything where you've uploaded an assignment incorrectly and you want her to erase that assignment so that you can upload the correct assignment. If I'm going to scoot down further to course documents, within this course document section there's already a lot of good content, and I will continue to add to this all semester. The key Kentucky documents are here that we'll be using for this course, including the Kentucky IEP form. You'll need that for our IEP assignment. There are some other great resources that Kentucky has developed that are really cutting edge, leading edge resources. This IEP and Lesson Plan Development Handbook is phenomenal. The IEP guidance document is fantastic. You'll note that the Kentucky Common Core has been uploaded here. Information about behavior intervention plans and FBAs are here. And links to the Common Core website for Kentucky and KTIP are also linked here. So this is the key spot to come for Kentucky resources. And then you'll notice other great information. There's lots of information and articles on IEPs because we'll be focusing on IEPs to support students with moderate to severe disabilities. We'll also be looking at concepts like direct instruction, more IEP articles, everything that you need for content. If it's not included within the modules, will be included here. Discussion board links are here. So there's a discussion board link. I see already that 8 people have been in this board and 22 responses are there. So a lot of you are jumping in and saying hi to each other. There haven't been any more questions. This is the same board that is here. You can also access it here. And then other boards will be added as the weeks go on for us to have discussion. Under the Assignments tab is where you'll find kind of the meat of the course. So it starts with all of the assignments at the very top. So the lesson plans that you'll be turning in are here, the UDLs, the tech lesson plans, and then it goes right into our data catcher. So this is data catcher A1 all the way down. So all the assignments for the course will be here, including the hands-on intervention unit, the IEP assignment, everything is here. The final exam will be here. I'm going to open up this data catcher A and look at it with you for a second just to give you an idea of what this is. So every data catcher will tell you which data catcher you're working on, and on the left hand side is the information that I want you to look up. It'll give you whether it's a page number for your textbook, whether it's a website to review, a link back, reminder to go look at the Kentucky IEP document or an article that's in the IEP section in Blackboard. The first section of the data catcher is always just a kind of pre-organizer for you to think about, okay, what do I already know? Here I'm not expecting you to write 10 pages worth of information. Just give me 1 or 2 things that you feel like, I've got this down pat. If you've already got questions in your mind you want to remember, hey, I want to make sure I know this by the time I'm done, write those there. And these sections I look at very closely in addition to the content to make sure that I've answered any questions that you have. There's a place at the end of the data catcher for questions also. And then you're going to rate your knowledge. You're going to say, let's see, I think that I'm fairly comfortable with the topics, so I feel like my learning here is a 3. Rate your learning. Then as you go down the data catcher, there will always be a topic just to let you know where we are in the course. And so you're going to be answering questions about the syllabus and Blackboard, the course calendar, and our class conversations, what is going to happen here in the world. The class conversation, what does it mean to have the least dangerous assumption and use people first language? This will be covered through a video that I will post for you probably tomorrow, Wednesday. So you'll notice the next section leads you to a link. You'll follow this link and read these disability fact sheets. and then you're going to sum up for me based on what I saw about autism. This is how it affects student learning. This is how other health impairments affect student learning. This is how blindness affects student learning. So you're just going to go through and write a few key pieces. These do not have to be done in complete sentences. You can write a bullet point. You can fix my spelling errors because I noticed I just spelled autism incorrectly, which is horrible. But you're just going to put a few pieces of information. So I know that autism affects students' language and social communication, can also have behavior challenges. You're going to write just a few things I know about autism. How does blindness affect students? Affects ability to see materials and things in the classroom environment. You're going to read the fact sheet so you'll know more than this, but this is the kind of information I'm looking. Don't feel like you have to write whole sentences. In this initial data catcher, you're also going to check out the CAST site to learn a little bit about UDL, and then check out these 4 resources that I would love for you to bookmark in your computer, because these are the 4 sites that we go to as professionals over and over again to find out the latest and greatest in technology. These 4 websites stay up to date. They are always adding the latest resources that are available, research-based practices. So these are the key sites. When you're trying to stay current, this is where you need to go. At the end of each data catcher, there's an opportunity to sum up your thoughts and again, tell me what questions you still have. I still don't understand X, C, or R. And I will answer your questions. The way I'll answer your questions is by giving you feedback through your grade. So, the data catcher is worth 10 points. So if you fully filled out this data catcher, you would earn 10 out of 10 points. And I would tell you, you did a great job on this data catcher. Regarding your question about autism, here are 2 more links you might want to check out to give you the information you're looking for. After you get started with your data catchers, if you still have questions, please let me know, and I am more than happy to answer those questions. Since we're not having class on campus on the 22nd, again, I'll upload some information about people, first language, and the least dangerous assumption. Alrighty, so we've looked at down the tabs all the way down to assignments. There's some additional information in Blackboard if you would like to note that. Otherwise, it should be information that once you start searching, I think you'll know what's going on. I'm really looking forward to meeting you all the next Thursday, the 29th. If you've got any questions, please let me know through email or give me a call. And I look forward to seeing your work and meeting you in Blackboard. Thanks.